Dobre da vida. Hello, bienvenue, hola, ¿qué tal? Willkommen Nuggets Europe. Gentlemen, before we even talk about tonight's game today, and we're actually so excited, this is not a walking DNVR advert. As Eric said last night, the t-shirts are comfortable, okay? Look, there's only one thing I can do, guys.
Very
look,
cozy.
1-1.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. He did practice that in the pre-show. It worked perfectly.
4 or 5 times, actually. Here, lads, the series is back on. Obviously, 1-1 now. Here, you'd be forgiven for thinking, and we said it the other day, I think it was actually us three, the same guys on the chat, so it's good to have you guys back on again. You'd be forgiven for thinking, lads, that we could have very easily went 2-0 down in the series, and it would have been a long, long way to get up. But look, he's shook. He's shook. So 1-1. Voy, I'll start with you, man. I know how excited you were for game 2. You were texting me. You were absolutely buzzing. Did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah, I did, definitely. Well, we talked about the preview, what the score was going to be. I said +7, and you were kind of like, "Oh, that's a lot of points." I did feel like we're going to come out and throw a big punch, and the Clippers weren't going to be ready because they already thought they were done with that one game. They're like, "Oh, we're better, and we're going to finish this job within 4." So this was very satisfying. Now it's a reset series because I feel like both teams just kind of gave one game away. And now we go best out of 4, I guess, or I guess 3 out of 4.
Yeah, spot on, Voya, and we've seen D-Line Eric say that last night as well. It's almost as if the first 2 games don't even count in that sense, and it is the best of 4 to an extent. Well, first of 4.
Yeah, best. Yeah, best of 4.
I
think Brad said it.
Yeah. Brad, are you watching this live tonight, or did you watch game 2 live? I think you caught up, didn't you?
I as per usual, I watched the first half and then fell asleep, as always, and I always have to watch the second half on recorded. But yeah, no, we played really well for the first quarter, especially. Again, back to back first quarters of really, really good performance. I mean, everyone pitched in. I mean, as we said on the preview of the last game, everyone needs to raise their game, and perform, and they really did. Even I've been a big bad mouther of Paul Millsap in this bubble, but I thought he was fantastic second game. I think that 38-year-old body turned into a 28-year-old body. I know he's only 32 or 33 or whatever, but yeah. No, I thought he played really well. I mean, I think the standout for me was Grant. I thought Grant was excellent. I thought he played really, really
Jeremy,
well.
Brad, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. This whole watching the first bit, sleeping, watching the highlights.
It seems to be working. So,
are you waking up and not checking your phone and watching it? Is that, or you check and see?
No, I don't check it until
I've watched
it. So yeah.
So it's like match of the day in the 80s, basically. Yeah.
So you don't know the score until it's.
No. I did the first game, and I think that's where I went wrong. So I'm going with the second. So I'll just watch what I can. I'll fall asleep, wake up, and watch whatever I can. So before I have to get to work.
Some great
stuff. You're obviously from Serbia originally, yeah?
Yep. Yeah.
I'd be forgiven for asking this, and Brad, please don't laugh, but man, this whole Djokovic stuff in the last 24 hours, oh my God,
we got done with the street literally last night, and what we'll
right enough, yeah, it happened right after that.
And during right when we were done, I got some text this is bull and all, and I looked up where it was. I called my folks because my dad was watching, and he couldn't even talk to me. He was so mad.
I just couldn't believe it. And obviously I sort of felt bad for both parties because it wasn't intentional, but it's just crazy how Serbians, Brad, seem to be taking over all the sports headlines at the minute. Because at the same time, Brad, obviously we've seen Nikola is questionable.
Yeah. Was it caused of the clash? Was that what caused it? Or?
It's I actually don't know.
Pinpoint it either.
No.
Jokic.
He did start icing it in the second quarter, didn't he? So I don't know if it came. Every time we went to the bench, they were icing him up. So I assumed, but I didn't actually see when it happened. I wasn't sure if it was when he hit.
Right.
When it collided in the first. Yeah.
Right wrist. I don't know.
I wonder when he sort of came across.
Well, because I remember one of the games, it was one of the games. I think he was doing he was loosening it up on a free throw.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was like a hack in the paint or something, but I remember like he was doing the letting loose. He think he missed one free throw, aced the other one, and on the way back it was kind of favoring it.
Yeah.
I don't know which game. I don't know if it might have been the other like game 2. I mean, I'm assuming it was at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks.
But Voya, he was obviously incredible in game 2. Like vintage Jokic.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of his condition, you have to play him tonight, yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, he will play, especially like it's not a running, even though it's a shooting hand. He's obviously ambidextrous. Doing layups and above below the rim and passing and everything. So the thing that might suffer, which again is a big factor too, is the 3-point shooting, because he does a lot of his form is also like finishing touches are at the wrist, and that's his feeling. So I hope they have a good medicine there and doctors and everything. So hopefully it'll be fine. But we've seen him. I think like he played in London with that. He had an injury one time. His second year, I believe, and he had the brace on and. That alley-oops to slingers to Plumlee, like alley-oops to Freed, like those are all with the wrist brace. So hopefully he knows how to play. Is not gonna throw him off, because like it's kind of hard when you're that finesse of a guy to just everything can bother you. It's like a like Princess and the Pea kind of deal. Like any offset can just like screw with you. So hopefully it'll be fine and he won't get hacked again, knowing that his wrist is hurt in the beginning of the game. So.
We'll see.
I think we'll see quite quickly as well, Brad. Obviously, if Jokic does play and it is an issue, you might see his shooting efficiency maybe go down a little bit. Hopefully, it doesn't happen. Say a prayer over in London. If we all collectively pray, then maybe that will be like a.
Will be good, huh?
Basketball gods.
Yeah, they owe us one, I'm sure.
The game tonight, obviously, at the same time, 2:00 over here, 3:00 in EU land, and like a really lovely time in America. I'm not even going to say what time is on in America, but obviously, guys, I know I said it the other night that it was I think I said it must have been game. Like, even at 1-0, I thought it must have been, because you get to 2-0, which just goes. Brad, who for you needs to step up tonight? For me, it's Jamal Murray, but who do you think needs to step up? Because I know Jokic stepped up big time in the first game. But is there anybody else you think needs to?
I think we've kind of sort of given ourselves like a good blueprint of what we need to do. I mean, we need to shut Leonard down, and we did that. I mean, Gary Harris done a really good job on him, and Monte Morris. Actually, I was going to mention Monte Morris who hit key points, because we were saying he was struggling. He had a couple of threes and he missed. Was it 2 threes he missed? Really straightforward that he missed to open up, and he hit them at good times. And but yeah, I think if we can shut Leonard down as always, and then we're going to be in a good chance. And I think the other thing was that we got them. I think we dropped them down from 58% in the field down to 40%, which is great. I mean, we can keep that and keep pestering them and giving them no threes, and we're going to be good. So.
Yeah, I agree there. It's with efficiencies. I guess I said. I mean, I talked about it in Serbian yesterday. Kawhi's not going to be this inefficient. I think again, this much. But if we can keep him in the middle of what the game 1 and 2 were, like that's going to be like a sweet spot that we can handle.
Yeah.
And you said Monte Morris can step up. Like, I mean, the thing is, Murray is a big deal, because especially if Jokic is not going to be as efficient on the 3 and like in general just on the mid range. If the only thing he can do is like his hook shots and layups, and passes, obviously, like he's going to step up. And I think he got a lot of confidence, obviously, in the Utah series. But that game 2. If it went bad for him at the beginning when he tried to go through the Clippers line and he couldn't get to the rim, that could have been just a confidence shatter. In this way, I think it was a boost, and so he believes that he can get the shots that he wants, and that he's strong enough to compete inside and finish those layups and give us lead us, because emotionally he should be the leader, even though Jokic is the best player. Like we kind of fare better when he's the guy that's going to spark us. And obviously Gary's like, because also Gary and Millsap are also cool-headed guys. Like they're not gonna pump their chest and pump, like that kind of stuff. Like I was surprised to even see like Gary celebrate after threes. He's I mean, obviously like it's exactly. But you never see him, so that was really that was exciting. You can see like how much he meant to everyone, and especially him like coming back and hitting threes after such a long time.
for sure.
The thing is, like, did you guys see Undisputed today? Obviously, I have a job and I didn't watch it live at all.
I don't even watch the show. What's that show? Is that the Skip
It's
Bayless?
on
Shannon Sharp?
FS1, so obviously, like,
Shannon Sharp,
I'm presuming me and Brad are very biased towards Big Shannon, but man, Big Shannon, apparently the Nuggets have no chance, and they were saying even when it went to 1-1, nah, it's just a blip. Kawhi is gonna. I mean, come on, like, at what point are they actually gonna take it seriously?
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, but like, I can't really take him seriously after what he said about Gary Harris. Like, it just shows that he didn't watch any single game. I don't know if you guys like. I popped up on YouTube for me, and he said at the game 7, he's like, "Well, Gary Harris is not known for his defense. He made a great defensive play on Donovan Mitchell and poked the ball away," and I was like, "Wait a minute, you lost all credibility if you say stuff
again,
like that." Yeah, especially for Gary. Like, you don't have to say he's an all NBA defensive player. Like, he's obviously not going to be, but you can't say he's not known for defense. Like, that's the only thing we needed from him. And so, yeah, I kind of don't give merit, especially like national media in here are just like, it's sensationalism at this point, not really any analysis.
Anything to get a few views, almost. Obviously, the NFL season's back this week, so they're just firing up the airwaves, I guess. Hopefully, it's going to be a good week for Denver sports, guys. Brad, surely your man has to step up tonight. Big game for MPJ. Like, and he's been very quiet last few games.
He has. His offense isn't clicking. Something's not right. I know he got 10, 11 points.
5 out of 10 points, I think.
Yeah, which I said we kind of need the bench to hit double digits if we're going to keep winning. So it's there, but it's not quite what we saw from the beginning of the bubble and the first game, especially against Utah. As I said, I think defensively he's getting better every game, and that will come. And we want him to be an all rounder, and he's got, as you can see the superstar potential is there, everything about him, but it's just not quite getting that extra gear that you want on the offense, which we kind of want, that little spark when things gone down a little bit. Yeah, but it'll come. Yeah. It'll come.
I think so too. I think with him is he's such a, like what you said with the defense. I think that's the key point. He's trying so hard on defense and try to stay with the guys. Yeah. It can drain you like mentally, and if you focus solely. That's why like two-way players now, like saying two-way players now are like the best in the league, is because of that. Because you spend so much. Keep trying to spend so much energy on defense and try not to mess up on any help or rotations, or trying to stay in front of the guys. Like when he gets to offense, he might also be gassed because he doesn't have as many minutes under his belt playing that kind of intensity, and then also just like concentration wise, like he's focused on defense that he's missing, shots and stuff. But I think he had a big offensive rebounds. Like that's his big thing. Like he is, like we talked about before. Like I love that he's accepted that he's going to do whatever it takes to help the team win, and he's not going to pout and try to ask for the ball in isolation plays and hero ball. Like he went in the middle of a traffic, like, got a tip in. He was falling on his back and without any fear. That's like a huge thing. And then you said, like, I mean, he's a superstar potential, and this is like a great experience. Like imagine like a rookie playing meaningful minutes on a great team in like second round. And well, I mean, great team for us. Like I guess not for everyone, but
Voya, I'm loving the analysis, man.
What?
I'm loving the analysis.
Thank you.
Thanks. It just gives a different edge on the team. I don't know. Here, Brad, before I ask Voya, who wins tonight, by how much? Go for it.
I'm going to go Nuggets by 6.
Ooh. Good one.
Nuggets by 6. I'm keeping close. I'm keeping it nice and close.
I'm going to say Nuggets by 1 after overtime. Voya.
I'll split the middle. I said I was gonna say like 3 or 4, so I'm gonna go like 4.
Oof.
Like it's right that it's that like free throw finish. It's that free throw finish. So like 2-4.
But if one of us are right, then it's all good. But this is the thing, guys. And look, Brad, they got it right almost tonight. Look
again. Oh well, yeah.
Oh wow.
They're a month away. Lovely.
The series is tied at 1-1. 2 a.m.
Wow.
So if you're up late,
put one time more.
Of all the people.
Anyway, obviously huge game. I just want this team to do well, man. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a recap in English tomorrow because I'm away on Wednesday. and I may or may not have an early night on Thursday because the NFL season's back. But that's a different conversation. Are you going to watch Game 1? Are you going to watch the Chiefs, Brad, on Thursday night? See, I feel like I'm missing out if I don't watch it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No.
whereas in the NBA, boy, you can sort of miss the odd season game, but obviously not the playoffs.
NFL, you got to watch NFL, man. You got it.
Nah, Thursday night.
Well, I mean, I guess the
not
Chiefs.
Thursday night.
I guess if the Chiefs are Broncos fans, like you hate.
Yeah, I just want because I
Yeah.
played. I'm playing a Madden thing. I know 2K21's out, but I played a Madden thing at the minute, Brad, and the Chiefs started 0-4, so I have to watch it. Here, lads, enjoy the game tonight. Let's hope when we talk again, we're 2-1 up and shocking the world. And,
Let's go.
Excellent.
Go Nuggets. Let's
Go
go,
Nuggets.
Nikola. Come
Indeed.
on, my man. Let's get some redemption for Serbia tonight, guys.
Okay.
Hashtag
Indeed.
where's Miroslav? Good night.